Applegarth, because of, if Applegarth were just the addition, I would say that can be built in 16 months. But the renovation portion of it is complicated, and a lot of this will have to do with whether or not the renovation and the addition occur at the same time. That's really going to require a lot of planning and a lot of thought, and understanding that you'll probably have temporary facilities for the work at Applegarth, given how invasive that work will be. But if the building is completely devoid of students, teachers, admin, again, that given the nature of the renovation work there, I would still want to say about 2 years for that work. Yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. Working on older buildings, lots of just a lot of unforeseen conditions and surprises that we come across, especially in some of the underground and things that you just can't see right now.
Could I ask a question that may not make sense? I'm just thinking as I do out of the box. If we did the renovation first,
I thought the same.
if we did the renovation first, and especially because it has a cafeteria, could we move, instead of having to have TCUs, temporary classroom units, which are trailers, could we move the children, third grade not being moved over yet, would we be able to get the kids in that section and then not have to have TCUs and renovate the existing building?
If you do the addition first, you mean, Sharon?
I don't even know if that makes sense what I just said. I was just
No,
thinking
I understand. It depends. I don't know if that would house all of the, so including the third.
no third grade.
Just
Third grade
the-
stays where they are. You build the addition, it gets approval. Life is beautiful. The kids can move in. Like, how many children do you have right now?
We usually go between 455 and 460.
Possibly. That's the
just
best.
thinking.
That's
I
the
was
best.
just thought.
A lot of times, for instance, just say a fire alarm system, right, Sherry? Probably the biggest life safety system in a building like this. They probably would not be separate systems.
I understand. So that would be a problem right there.
It could be. That's one of the issues with trying to do with what you just suggested. It's really ultimately part of that building.
Well, I think when you did construction on one of the stopgap projects, we had fire watches.
Right,
Where you have to have a fire watch individual.
which is really expensive. I mean, if you have to do a fire
We
watch.
did it in-house at first because it was only sporadic. It wasn't
Right,
permanent.
right.
But I do remember that because it was all one system at one time. And
I have for a fire.
so it's just a thought. It was
Yeah, no, those are the things that, once we really drill down and really your plan is set and we really have a sense of how many classrooms you're building.
right. Once the demography report comes in and we have the specifics of the actual number of
That's an
students.
enormous part of the process.
Sure.
That planning. How do we do this without traffic or minimize the amount of
Amount
traffic
of trailers.
if possible?
Because that's a savings.
Yeah. Oh, sure. That's what I was thinking it.
Ms. Kirby?
Yeah, I just want